Hi, I'm Angela Kennecke from Emily's Hope, and today I want to talk to you about our Post-Overdose Response Team. We started our Post-Overdose Response Team in January of 2024, and we are here to respond to every overdose survivor in Minnehaha and Lincoln Counties. This is of real benefit to you because, as you probably know, if someone overdoses and they aren't connected with help, then their chances of overdosing again increase greatly. This is so important to me because I lost my daughter Emily in 2018 to fentanyl poisoning.
Emily was the 7th overdose death in Sioux Falls so far this year. Now, my daughter, my baby, is just a statistic.
She didn't know that the drug that she injected on that day contained a deadly dose of fentanyl. And most people don't know that they're getting fentanyl. So we need to do everything we can to connect them with resources. This video is going to explain to you how our post-overdose response team works and how we're here to help not only the victim of overdose, but also their families. This is a great resource for our community, and we just need your help in letting people know that it's available.
The statistics show us in the cycle of addiction that we recognize, it has to be broken. And it's really hard for an individual to do that on themselves. But a friend's, family, and loved one working with an organization like Emily's Hope can get them to that point where maybe they can break that cycle.
The Emily's Hope Post-Overdose Response Team is a free service. To be eligible, the accidental overdose has to have occurred within the last 30 days in Minnehaha or Lincoln Counties. Alcohol poisoning is not eligible for this program unless it co-occurs with a drug overdose. Once Emily's Hope is notified about a new client, we respond within 48 hours. The client will be assigned to a trained peer support specialist, someone who has personal experience with substance use disorder. They provide support and assistance to others going through similar experiences. They offer guidance, empathy, inspiration, hope, reduced stigma, and understanding based on their own recovery journey.
As a person who overdosed themselves, I know all the feelings, I know how scared you are, but I'm here for you. I'm going to support you. And what are our next steps?
Our peer support specialists can help the client by providing a naloxone kit and training, referrals to treatment, access to community resources, and the chance to talk with someone who has gone through a similar experience.
It's my responsibility and it's a privilege to stand in front of somebody and be that person for them.
She just came in and she was there and she was understanding and it made it so much better. It really did.
We also can help the family if they're interested.
To have someone show up at the hospital, I think is huge. I wish I could have had that the other times we were at the hospital. When your child is going through this, you feel like you're the only person.
Our peer support specialist will continue to follow up with the client for up to a year. The easiest way to refer clients is to go to emilyshope.charity/port and fill out the short HIPAA-compliant referral form. If the patient is brought to the emergency department, ED staff can also fax a referral to us.
So we've seen throughout the years on these really hard issues that we have to work in law enforcement that it's really, really helpful when somebody else steps in and really helps intervene. We look back at the history of domestic violence and we think about how far our response has come with the help of what was Children's Inn, now the Shelter for Family Safety. We know as officers we can refer people to there and they'll be taken care of. And I think with this program, with Emily's Hope and what they're trying to accomplish, we know if we're dealing with somebody that has addiction issues, we can refer their family that direction or refer them to that direction. Because we know that families sometimes, we're left talking with family who's devastated by the impact, and we sometimes feel powerless by not having resources. Well, now we can refer them to this resource and know that can be a great comfort, but also an impact for change, so we can maybe break this cycle of addiction for that individual.
That's why this is so important for this post-overdose response team to reach out to that person, to help that person, to continue to engage with that person, to connect them to care.
It's really changed my life.
Thank you for helping us save lives from overdose.